Good morning, good morning, good morning, kings and queens, gentlemen and ladies. This is Refined Rose back with another video. Y'all, by getting pregnant by our abuser, it's not going to stop the abuse. It's probably going to increase the abuse. And the reason why I say this is because abusers seek a lot of attention. And once we have that child, and once the attention is focused on us going back and forth to the doctors, eating right, preparing for that baby to come in the world by buying baby clothes, Pampers, and fixing up the baby room and having baby showers, guess what? That's taking attention away from that abuser. So now that abuser is going to want to abuse us even more because they're going to feel like we're getting a lot of attention from family and friends and from the doctors, and that's taking away the attention that we would normally give to them. And guess what? When that baby get here, all of your attention is pretty much going to be on that infant and not on your abuser. And that's going to aggravate your abuser even more because you're going to be more tired. You're not going to have any energy to really give your abuser. You're not going to want to sleep with your abuser. You're not going to want to cook dinner all the time. Things are going to change because you just brought a new life into the world. Like in my situation, I had a dog when I met my abuser. And my abuser said that I was giving my dog more time than I was giving him. And I treated my dog like the man instead of treating my abuser like the man. So in turn, my abuser got mad at my dog. I had a Siberian Husky. His name was Aspen. And he would punch my dog. My dog would be afraid when he was around. And those were signs. Those are indicators. If your dog don't want to be around your new person, those are indicators that they're picking up on a spirit, or either that person probably has done something to their pet behind your back. My abuser had the balls to tell me after my pet was killed that he was abusing my pet. And then after my pet was killed, I didn't want another pet. But he went and got another pet and dumped it on me. And I had to potty train this pet. I had to feed this pet. This pet became another bill, even though I already had Aspen. But this pet still became another bill. Even though Aspen was a bill and he just took Aspen's spot, I didn't want another pet. I was still grieving over the loss of Aspen. So he dumped this pet on me. So, of course, I had to potty train the pet. I had to feed the pet. I had to take the pet back and forth to the doctor. I had to buy pet toys and see to the pet night and day. And he accused me of giving the pet more love than I was giving him because he was used to me massaging his feet with Bag Balm. Y'all look up Bag Balm. It's amazing. It's in a green can. They sell it at Walmart. It helps with just about some of everything, chafing or your skin is scaly or whatever, on your lips, on your body. Put some Bag Balm on your feet. If your feet is scaly, and put a sock on, pull that sock off. Your feet is so soft. It's Bag Balm, BAGBALM, Bag Balm at Walmart. So to make a long story short, he said that I was giving a dog more attention than I was giving him, both dogs. And I'm like, hey, the dog has to be potty trained. He was like, no, the dog is pissing in the house on purpose because he wants to make me angry and get up underneath my skin. I'm like, it's an 8-week-old puppy. He can't hold it all night. He has to go outside. So he didn't want to take the time out to potty train the puppy, but he wanted to dump the puppy on me to give me more work while he go out and do God knows what in his tamale van. And I know what we did in a tamale van, so I can only imagine with him and his ex-wife when we were together, what they did in a tamale van. And we did the nasty in a tamale van. So those women that were going riding with him, pretending to help him with tamales, no, I believe they was his bed mates. Just like I was just a bed mate. He didn't have any respect for me. But I digress from that. So getting pregnant by your abuser could actually make the situation worse. It's not going to improve it. And some people think, well, maybe because we both want a baby, maybe if I get pregnant and maybe if I have this baby, she'll stop hitting me. Or maybe if I have this baby, he'll stop hitting me. No, it's going to get worse. And it can get more violent when you're pregnant because you're going to be tired. You may be sleeping more. You may not be as energetic. Something is going to change and it's going to piss that abuser off and make it worse for us. Same thing with a pet. Something is going to change and it's going to piss that abuser off and make it worse for us. And guess what? We're going to be doing all the work. Abusers are lazy. They do a lot of talking and no follow through on just about anything they say. It's no follow through. They're all fluff. They're all lies. They say stuff to make it look good. Have you ever been around people with your abuser and they say certain things and it's just, It just doesn't sit well. It's off-putting, but the abuser thinks it's normal. But you see people expressions in the room and they don't know how to read the room. My abuser would say stuff that was off-putting when we go to restaurants or when we be around my associates, and he couldn't read the room and people was looking at him like, are you serious? Have y'all noticed that they say stuff off-putting and they don't know how to read facial expressions, and the only facial expression that really matter is theirs, and the only thought that really matter is theirs, and the only words that really matter is theirs, and they think they know more than anybody else in the world, like they have this God complex? My abuser can quote anything in the Bible and knew how to turn it around to make me look like the bad person. But in my head, it didn't sit right with my spirit. I cannot be the cause of all these problems. I cannot be the only one working on this marriage. I cannot be the only one want to go to counseling. They take no accountability or responsibility. Just know if you get pregnant, that could increase the abuse, the verbal assaults, the psychological assaults, the emotional assaults. Did I say physical? The physical assaults, any type of abuse that they use, the stonewalling, the gaslighting, it can increase all those. It's not going to make it better by starting a family. And getting a dog is not going to make it better. Just take that into consideration before you do that, and do your research on, can abuse get worse with a pet? Can abuse get worse if a person get pregnant? And I think I looked that up one time. I think it does say that abuse can increase once you get pregnant. That's all I have for now. Refined Rose out. Bye for now.